inside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line of the game. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. They start the drive with Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 12 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Vikings at 6 and 4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the paint. 12-yard line. At the 12-yard line. Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 54 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, this is Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Folks' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to get this out to the 25. But the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First carry now for Alexander Madison, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. His 1st catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
To throw again on second down. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fulk connects on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in. They kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action now, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's another carry for Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Oh, there's Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this defense definitely hit his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Folks' kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things in the score.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 23 yards, the final tally. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 14 more yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Touchdown, Vikings! Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield to a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. run with Harris out of the shotgun. It finds some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Jones throwing on first down. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the give, this is Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they're trying for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Most of the damage has been done through the air, and they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Now Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Down at the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Shifts by him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second and a yard, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Jones throw here, taken in by Parker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Andrew Booth making the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to them here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So Cousins and the Vikings down 35-34. A minute 50 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a give to Madison. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There's Madison getting it again on 2nd. Down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Joseph's got it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by 2 after the made field goal. 20 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.